Hey guys, Samu7 here, getting right into the race. Eagle River Moto 1 on row 1, we have Slaunch and Cookie. On row 2, we have Detail and Rebel. On row 3, we have Luke and Stain Blades. And then on row 4, we have Cat and Opix. Row 5, we've got Decoy and Hunter. And then row 6, we have NSA and Vulcan. Row 7, HTX Gamer and DJ. And row 8, we have Flame Vortex, a new driver, and Commando Pack. Eagle River, really tight track. Hope you guys are hyped up. This is going to be a great race. Historic HRL race from Halo Reach, and we're green. Crazy start. Everybody's... Whoa, that was Rebel almost spun out. I was going to say, everybody's too wide. Although it starts to single out a little bit coming into that hairpin right there. Through the Talladega corner, under the logs. It looks like it's actually starting to single out, which is good. Eagle River can get pretty bad real quick if it does not single out quickly. One driver stuck right there. Another driver went into a corner that we call the banger, and he went down there. And I'll point out that corner when we get to it. Through the chicane, pretty clean for most people around that final sweeper. And that's the banger right there, that corner. And we call that the banger because of Detail, actually, as Cat goes down in the hairpin. A couple previous races ago, Detail had the cheesiest, I think he was in the lead, and he just banged the inside of that corner and completely held up like the entire field and held onto the lead. And now that corner is the banger, and it's also the most treacherous corner, I would say, in the track. Definitely look out for there to be the most accidents in that area, although I think the place where the most time can be gained is in the chicane. Pretty solid moto so far at Eagle River. The start wasn't as crazy as I thought it'd be, and that's mainly because this is the first... Whoa, there it is, Cat pulling a Detail, literally exactly what Detail did, and he goes down in the banger. And now that we have a little bit of time here, let's go through the keys to this race. Hit your marks, keep it clean, definitely agree with that. Staying steady and staying consistent is very important on Eagle River. Next one is take any room you're given. This is very important. Basically what that's saying is to be aggressive, and you're definitely going to want to be aggressive to win here. And then the start. Good luck. Definitely. Start, as we went through before, is very important on this track, especially in the second moto. Now that first moto start was pretty good, pretty clean, because we had most of the fast drivers up front. But second moto, that's going to be a different story. Start is going to be extremely important in the second moto. And here we go to Detail's point of view. Detail at the moment is in third, and he's trailing Luke, who's already worked his way up to second, I believe. Yeah, I think so. And then Slaunch is in the lead. So pretty good race for these guys up front. Nice for them to all be holding top fives. I think we have Cookie and Blades up there as well. Yeah, I think that's Cookie behind Detail right there, and Blades behind Cookie. Oh yeah, so there we go. So this is our top 5 pack. So Slaunch is way up in front in first, and then we have Luke, Detail, Cookie. Whoa! Cookie goes by. Really unfortunate for Detail. Gets held up on a lapper there. That sucks. Was having his best run of the season. Hopefully he can recover from that. Cookie trying to get around Flame, and Blades makes a mistake. Opix catches up to Blades. Let's see if he's going to be able to do anything. Oh, Opix gets loose! Very similar to what happened to Detail. Opix goes down in the banger. A little bit different, though. We usually don't see the crashes looking like that. Generally, it's people going into the inside bump. So it was a little bit different. Going into the chicane, really squirrely for everybody. It looked like Blades was trying to work his way around Cookie, and Opix is trying to do what he can. Rebel is also in the mix. Rebel, generally known, I don't know why I struggle to say generally right now, generally known to be a good Supercross driver, and Supercross is usually where I'm just avoiding the word now, is usually where we see Rebel do most of his work. But he's coming here this season. He's going to try to compete on these ovals and these road courses, and not doing too bad so far. Definitely a good rookie start for him in this category of track. Here we go to Cookie. I believe Cookie still has third at the moment, and yeah, I believe he does. Still holding on to it from Blades, so good run from Cookie. Cookie we saw a couple weeks ago, get double moto wins back to back at Chili Cove, which is just insane. Great showing out of Cookie there. Definitely nice to see him finally get some moto wins in Halo 5, even in FLR. He's had kind of a dry spell in Halo 5, so it was really nice to see Cookie just pop out those 2 moto wins and look really confident and really fast at a track again. But speaking of which, we have Blades coming up here, who's also getting moto wins this season, also looking really confident. In fact, I think Cookie and Blades at this moment in the season are both tied with 2 moto wins. And Slaunch might... Oh, Cookie goes down before the banger. That whole section though around it is where we're gonna see all the action go down though. Like all the crashes, they just happen. They always happen in either the corner before it, the actual corner of the banger, or the hairpin afterwards. Like basically most of the crashes on this track tend to happen in that area, and so far that has reigned true. A little late that I'm recording this. Sorry about the yawnage. Really trying hard to hold it in. But still going to be commentating this because I want to get these videos out to you guys. We're a little bit behind here in HRL, and we definitely need to catch up. This is my spring break week, and I need to use it to catch up because we have crap load of races coming up. In fact, in the next 3 weeks, we have 8 races in the next, or excuse me, 7 races in the next 3 weeks. Doubleheader, triple header because of the Champ Series and the wild cards. That's just ridiculous. Really trying to get this end of the season in there, and then we'll definitely have a 2-week break, and we won't start the next season until May, because quite honestly, we deserve it. Or maybe even the week, like really close, like couple days prior to May. Point is, we'll definitely have a break because that, you know, 7 races in 3 weeks, yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit. It's going to be quite a bit for me to record. It's going to be quite a bit for these drivers to show up to, honestly. I mean, that's what I'm most worried about is they're definitely going to be pretty tired. You know, we all enjoy racing, and that's the way we all are. But, you know, if you're racing 7 times in 3 weeks, it really starts to wear down on you. I know in Halo 4, I used to race, at one point, I was racing like 6 races a week or something along those lines. And it just became too much. It was really fun. The most wins I ever gotten in Halo was at, little instant replay there on Cat taking Flame down. Flame is actually a lap driver, so Cat was just trying to get him out of the way. And Flame is still accustoming himself to those blue flag rules. And also we have Slaunch here in the lead, and Luke pretty close behind him. Luke's actually not that far behind. So Slaunch is definitely going to have to hit his marks, as the keys to the race said. And he's going to have to just take advantage of the lead that he has. I mean, he's also got to think, you know, he'll get held up by lappers, but every time he gets past a lapper, that's still another lapper that Luke's going to have to pass as well. So, I mean, Slaunch can get held up, but as long as he doesn't get wrecked, he should be fine, because Luke is going to have to work through the same lap traffic that he is. So he's just going to have to hit his marks and avoid the crash. Stay solid, avoid the crash. Here we go to DJ, just going through a lot of the drivers' perspectives in this race. Yeah, as I was saying, that Halo 4, I just want to finish this tangent. That Halo 4 time when I was racing all those races, man, that was ridiculous. Oh, we have a crash right there. Who is that? All right, let's switch to Slaunch's view and go back and watch this, because we need to see what happened there. We saw from DJ's perspective there's a bit of a pileup. Oh, Slaunch getting stuck behind Flame and NSA. This is a really bad group of 2. And look at how much Luke is gaining. He's right there. This is really bad for Slaunch. He needs to work his way by these drivers fast. He has the run in the chicane. Oh no, NSA gets locked up with Slaunch. Unbelievable. And that's it. Yeah, Luke and Blades thereby. I think Slaunch still retains 3rd place, so he's still on the podium. But there it is. There's Luke and Blades in 1-2. And holy crap, how has Blades gotten up there? He was pretty far behind, working his way through some of those other positions, Cookie and Detail, when Luke was up there trying to catch up to Slaunch. But now Blades is right there up with Luke. He's honestly within striking distance, and Luke has to deal with that lap traffic that just wrecked Slaunch. And it's doing the same thing here, slowing him up. Oh, Blades sets him up into the wall and the rumble, and he takes the pass. That was exactly what the second key to the race was saying. You got to take that room that you're given, and Blades took advantage of it and made the pass clean. I don't know. I can't words today. Anyways, I haven't had human contact in like 2 days, so you start to lose your ability to speak. Moving on, Blades in the lead here at Eagle River. This is just insane. Blades, in fact, he actually has not won a road course race at all this season yet. This could be it. This could be it if he does it. But that's just an interesting little tidbit of information right there. Blades has a win on Supercross, has a win on Oval. He won at Chili Cove for the Oval, and for Supercross he won at Minneapolis. So Blades has wins on both of those categories. Now he has a chance to take a win on all 3 categories by winning here at Eagle River. Can he do it? I honestly don't know. Luke has had a solid season. He has the most Moto wins out of any driver at this point in the season, I believe. I think he might actually be tied with Solange at this point, but I'm not exactly sure. Point is, Luke has a lot of wins, and he's been a consistent front runner this season. He's the points leader, and he's definitely going to try to gun down Blades here, since Luke is always in competitive points battles with his teammate Solange. So Luke's going to try to get any position he can get, and a Moto win here at Eagle River would definitely be huge for him, especially with the fact that he has been a little lackluster in heats this year. He has not been performing as well in heats as he usually does, and Solange, Blades, Detail, Hunter, some of these other drivers, they have just been ripping heats this year. We've seen some really consistent heat winners, and Luke, I mean, he still has a lot of heat wins, but compared to some of the other competition that's battling with him in points, not as many. He really needs to get this, but we're to the final lap. White flag. Time is running out, and Blades has a huge gap for Eagle River. I mean, look at that. That's like a 4 goose length gap, maybe even 5 now on the Talladega corner. That is a huge gap. And yep, that lapper Commando gets out of the way and gets right back into Luke's way. So that's really unfortunate. Definitely going to lock it up. There it is. Blades takes the win at Eagle River. Luke's second, and rounding out the podium, there he is. Solange does, in fact, round out the podium. Congrats to Blades. He becomes the first driver to win on all 3 different categories of track in HRL this season. Pretty close gap for front 2 drivers as well. And then 4th and 5th, extremely close. Optics and Detail rounding out the top 5 with Solange in podium position. Rebel in 6th, not bad for a road course appearance. Cookie 7th and Cat 8th. Not too bad for those drivers. I definitely wanted to see more out of them in that first moto. And then we have Hunter and Vulcan rounding out the top 10. NSA and then HT. DJ and then Commando Pack. Flame Vortex and then Decoy. Decoy was several laps down. He pulled off immediately, so he was several laps down. So unfortunate for Decoy. Hopefully he can come back in the next moto, and there's our podium. Congrats to Blades for winning that moto. See you guys for the second one.